All right, so the other day I had you guys working on some equations where there were fractions involved, um, but usually there was really only one fraction involved. If you see the equation here, there are three different fractions involved. So I'm going to go over a couple different ways that you can solve this. Um, Step one, it's still the same. I still want x by itself. So what you might want to do here is subtract 1/5 on each side. Now 1/5 minus 1/5 is just going to cancel. Now negative a half minus a fifth. Can't really do that because I don't have common denominators. So what I can do is get common denominators, which for the 2 and the 5, common denominator would be a 10. And then so I'd have to do 2 times 5 to get 10. So I can do negative 1 times 5 to get negative 5. And on the bottom fraction, 5 times 2 would give me 10. So if I did 5 times 2 to get 10, I should do negative 1 times 2 to get negative 2. So it was negative a half minus 1/5. Now it's negative 5/10 minus 2/10, which is going to give me negative 7/10. So when I look back here, I have, let me move this down. My equation, I still have the negative 4/3 x equals negative 7/10, which hopefully you watched the videos on Friday. And in order to do the inverse operation here, it's like I'd have to divide both sides by negative 4/3. But instead of dividing by a fraction, I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. So I'm actually going to multiply both sides by negative, or over 3/-4. I think I said in the video on Friday, it doesn't really matter where that negative is, as long as it's in the top or the bottom, not both. So 3/-4. And then so all of this should cancel, leaving me with just x. But on this side, on the right side, I can multiply the tops. Negative 7/3 is negative 20, or negative 7 times 3 is negative 21. And on the bottom, 10 times negative 4 is negative 40. And right now I have a negative in the top and bottom. Negative over negative cancels. So that's going to end up being a 21/40. And I don't think that will simplify. So I think that's our answer there, 21/40.